It was just time to really tell a great untold Detroit story, because it kind of covers Detroit at its zenith.
Very interesting story.
We decided that we were going to make a movie.
All right, Rich Rossi with you with Motown Mafia. I'm with Courtney.
Louis Stevens,
Courtney Brown.
Courtney Brown Jr.
And Alan Al Prophet Bradley.
And this is an entrepreneurial, inspirational story too, because again, you know, I'm a real estate retail guy. You know, that's what my skill set is. But I'm a businessman, so I was like, you know, we're gonna do it. You know, sometimes when you got a dream, you won't have all the answers on how you're gonna do what you're gonna do.
What made this one unique was not so much the crime, but the intertwining with Detroit's history and the Motown era and kind of the economic decline of Detroit. And it's really the story of a family. And from some perspectives, it's has a happy ending, like you said. For others, it didn't have a happy
ending. Right.
This right down the street where Hollywood, Charles Holloway had a store right there where it was right next door to him. I mean, this man, he had a sign on the door telling people where to go. First he started selling stuff out of the joint. And then he got so hot on Woodward, he had the address, you understand, every day telling where people to go. And he was riding around with his limousine every day. He was getting big money, man. Robert Lucas, he rode up. Yeah, Robert Lucas. And he had a brother Leon. Robert got killed a few years ago. It was on 48 Hours. He was making a deal over here on Hopper and McClellan. He was selling big weed then. And he was going to make a deal, and they ended up killing him.
Wow.
Yeah, Robert Lucas.
He was found in the trunk of the Cadillac.
Yeah, you remember that?
I seen the story
That's who that
48 Hours.
That's who it was.
You had mentioned the guy J.C. Rex. He was kin to somebody else.
To Paul Orr.
Paul, right.
They was brother-in-law.
Because
who's older or younger?
Between who?
J.C.
I think he was older than both of them did now.
Right,
but
I think
J.C. was older. He was
J.C. go all the way.
Courtney say broke it open.
Yeah.
With nobody.
Deal with y'all after the Buster raid. That's you know the story the old man tell. After the raid on Hubble, people backed off. J.C.
got it going. And another guy by the name of Chip, and another guy they used to call Frankenstein. His name was Maurice. He stayed on Gratiot.
Now this ain't Maurice Down.
No. Another Maurice that was getting keys. 3-4 keys every 2-3 days. And his woman was named Tish. You understand? Now Rudolph was real close to him. You understand? But like I say, he was another guy that was really, copping from us. Yeah.
Now, did you know Greg and Rose Nelson down there?
Did I know him? Shit, many shootouts that me and 5-0 had when we used to have shootouts down there about we was trying to steal each other customers.
Cause it was Greg and Rose.
Right.
The reason how Fat Frank come in. Fat Frank started off working for Rose and Greg Nelson.
And then he got his own place.
And then,
And Frank was.
They was Project Legends.
Oh yeah.
They was
all them was on the same block.
The Nelsons moved a lot for your daddy.
A whole lot.
A lot for your daddy.
A lot. Yeah, I was cool with our whole family, man. You understand? Their mama, she was real sweet too. But I can't forget about TD. That's the rock.
Top Dog.
Yeah.
And Pat Rob.
And Pat Rob.
I ran into them. Shout out to TD. Shout out to Pat Rob. I ran into Pat Rob maybe a year and a half ago.
He the one that got that departing from Obama.
That's right.
Right. He got
Pat Rob.
Pat Rob.
He home. He home.
Yeah.
He doing well. Looking good.
Yeah. Congratulations, brother.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And then another thing, Milwaukee Jack and Treacherous, them was my guys. You understand? Like Pet Treacherous, he was known, man. He was just like he was pimping, a gambler. He was an all-around hustler. And then he started selling drugs. And then, like I say, you understand, when I remember the first time me and Eddie served him some, we served him some at the motel on Jefferson, the Click, the Shorecrest Motel.
Yeah.
That's where we used to meet him at.
Still open.
Oh yeah, it is, right.
Yeah.
And Treacherous still living.
Is he?
Yeah, Milwaukee.
Shout out to Treacherous then. Yeah.
Milwaukee, you understand, man, he was getting money, man. He was well known, man. Not just
John
in Detroit,
Mays.
all over the United States.
I would second that because I listened at the Whispers album cover, and he's on the cover of their Christmas song. Milwaukee Jack is on the cover. I'm wearing a little white
Oh, he was a sharp. He was one of the sharpest niggas you can see, man.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like I say, another guy I don't want to forget about, you understand? There's so many people that I can talk about, because, man, I done lost a lot of my memory. And another guy name was Pratt, Fat Pratt. He, understand, he used to be one of the salesmen at the cousin's shoe store. Okay. And by him being there, he met people from all over, you know, United States, because, you know, niggas was coming everywhere. Yeah, and he got a lot of connection shit too. So he started, you know, he didn't know nothing about drugs. And he just looked up on the connect, and he knowed who there was, because everybody buying the shoes down there. And me and him got to be real close too. He ended up going to jail on Butch Jones' case.
On that young boy case.
How you do that?
I don't know, you understand? But anyway, he was on this case with them. And Milwaukee, he was one of the first people started selling
to the young boys.
Young boys. Yeah, Milwaukee, yeah, he was doing that, you know, and Pratt was serving a lot of people too. But and then Milwaukee,
his name was in the papers.
Yeah, it was.
That Pratt guy.
Yeah. When Cousin Clue show, when Cousin Shoe Store, when they went out of business, Big Butch, he ended up getting the shoe store right there on John R. and Cadillac Boulevard. A lot of people thought that was Milwaukee's joke. Milwaukee ain't never had no shoe store. That was Big Butch store. Milwaukee would just be down there like that was like his office.
That was his office.
That's what you talk about where you, because you talk about you, man.
That's where when Pops came home, that's where he was set up
and
at.
see, Big Butch, they had a brother named Waztusa. They used to do a lot of gambling. And see, when Big Butch had that shoe.
On them, you'd have to know Wayne, who was working for them at the time, who wound up going to the city slicker.
I talked to Wayne yesterday. Wayne called me all the time. I've been dealing with Wayne for about 40 years.
Another Detroit legend.
Yeah.
Wayne at Broadway, City Slick, another Detroit legend.
And see, Big Butch, you understand? When he had that shoe store there, he had another one on Woodward in Highland Park. I forgot the name of it. He was selling the same kind of shoes the cousin them was shoes. He the one had it on Woodward, right? And he, you understand, he started going off on that cocaine and stuff, you know. But before he got killed, you understand, you know, he ended up shooting.
What was behind him getting killed?
His brother's daughter, boyfriend, was jumping on all the time, and Butch had a little type. It had a reputation, you know, so the guy was kind of scared of him. So Butch was going over there on selling second, and one of the Poppy's builders go over there to get his niece. When he went in there, the nigga was waiting on him. And the nigga, you understand, shot him in the head and killed him.
Damn.
Yeah. That was YT's daughter.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. Like I say,
he
man.
thought Butch was coming to do something to him?
Yeah.
He was actually going just to get his daughter.
He know, you understand, Butch wasn't coming over there just to talk to him or whatever, you understand. He was probably afraid, you know, because Butch was getting money too. Matter of fact, that's how I meant to connect with the guy I had in California. His name was EJ. You hear me talked about EJ before? You know, he just died a few years ago in the federal penitentiary. He was a big guy there in California. He was serving all these niggas in Detroit back in the late 60s and 70s. Yeah.
Hey, Butch, did you, now Marzette, by the time you got done, I know obviously you had heard about him. We trying to get a hold of some of his people.
Oh, yeah. I know a couple of people, you understand. Matter of fact, I don't want to mention their name, but I know one of his women used to be with. Matter of fact, you understand, you stay across from you when y'all was kids on Calvary and Woodward. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right? Wow. Matter of fact, watch y'all when y'all was a kid.
Oh, I know he talking.
Yeah.
I know he talking.
Yeah.
She was one of Marzette's women.
I don't want to call her name, but
right, I just said
yeah.
Marzette's women.